I will. Hello, I'm Uncle Mike. Judy's brother, Judy's younger brother.
Not that much younger.
Very much younger. And first of all, it's really wonderful to be here on such a joyous occasion. Judy and Jerry's wedding. Beautiful. And I'd personally like to thank the Cupid website, dating website, for playing an important role in this event. After all, without them, you never would have met, I assume. But you gotta wonder, what attracted them according to the profile that each of them posted on this website? What was it? That's what I asked myself when Judy said something about Cupid. The first thing I thought of. I mean, Judy surely must have written about her 12 grandchildren for sure. She must have emphasized that. The fact that there were a couple on the way and that they were, they'd be visiting a lot. But maybe not, I don't know. You'll have to ask Judy and Jerry. And then Jerry, I'm quite sure that he must, I don't know this, but he must have emphasized his, as Judy mentioned, his basketball skills. The fact that he played well into your 60s, is that correct, Jerry? I believe that's correct. And perhaps maybe that's the reason why you didn't have some knee issues, but he didn't mention that part. That's not what he would have said. Silly. There's got to be more than that, though. I mean, on their first dates and so on, Judy must have also, I can only imagine, Judy must have talked about her childhood, that she came from a wonderful family, that her father was a rabbi, and that on Saturdays after temple, in the old days in Trenton, New Jersey, we would go to the Doghouse restaurant. She must have mentioned that. But it's a funny name for a restaurant. But anyway, and that maybe, did she tell the story also of when they were at a department store and Judy danced around some strange man?
I did not.
Thinking that it was her father. Judy denies it to this day. And I wasn't born, so I can't say. But Jerry, on the other hand, he also could have, I don't know, maybe he tried to impress her about his knack, his knack for remembering the most minute details of certain things that people don't know about or care about. But truly what must have attracted Judy in the early days about Jerry is, and what Jerry must have emphasized is the fact that he's a biblical expert. And I can also imagine that he must have been serenading Judy with biblical exegesis. And Judy, she's got her own pedigree, from rabbinical pedigree, so to speak, and she might have drawn from that well of Yiddishkeit of hers and said a few clever things of her own. But Jerry said it, he must have also asked when things were getting more involved. He might have said to Judy, am I your man? And then, a clever response, Judy must have said to him, drawing on the traditions of our fathers and the sages and the prophets, Jerry, thou art the man. Anyway, I want to say, excuse me, I want to get a glass here. Because I'd like to say that, in seriousness, I'd like to say that I wish Judy and Jerry just only the most happy days together, the most happy days with a lot of laughter, and I know that will be coming, and good health, of course, and a lot of more grandchildren, and you know, a lot of more family visits with simchas, and you know, mazal tov.
And thank you, Mike. I think